I'll never forget that night. Her small voice broke through the laughter at the dinner table. "Mommy, it hurts." Everyone froze. She tried to sit but winced, her little hands gripping the edge of the chair. They brushed it off, said she was being dramatic. But I saw it, the truth in her eyes, the fear. That was the first crack in the glass. I remember when I first met him. He was charm in human form, polished shoes, easy smile, the kind of man who looked at you like you were the only one in the room. I was young, naive, hungry for forever. He made promises in whispers and sealed them with touches that felt like devotion. I built a life on those promises, a house, a family. Our daughter was the brightest part of it. But I should have seen the shadows forming. It started with late nights, work meetings that never ended, the glow of his phone screen in the dark, turned away from me, the scent of perfume that wasn't mine, faint but sharp enough to cut. I told myself I was paranoid. But then came the lies, small, clumsy things that tripped over themselves. And then came her whisper at dinner. That was the moment the storm inside me went silent, because silence is where plans are born. I didn't scream. I didn't confront him. I studied him. Every pattern, every transaction, every careless message he thought he had deleted. The truth unfolded slowly, like rot beneath wallpaper. He wasn't just unfaithful, he was reckless. Bringing her into our home when I was gone, spending money meant for our daughter's future, leaving fingerprints of betrayal on every corner of my life. It should have broken me. Instead, it sharpened me. I became methodical. While he drowned in arrogance, I stayed steady. I documented everything: bank transfers, hotel receipts, whispered phone calls recorded when he thought he was clever. I met with a lawyer, quietly, strategically. I built my case piece by piece, like loading bullets into a chamber. I didn't move fast. Revenge isn't fast, it's patient. And I wanted him to feel every second of the collapse when it came. The night before it all ended, he kissed me on the cheek, smug and careless. I smiled back, because by then the papers were filed, the accounts were frozen. His mistress? Oh, she thought she was winning, but she was about to watch the ground split beneath him. The confrontation wasn't loud. It was dinner again. Same table. Same daughter across from us, this time coloring quietly. I slid the envelope across the table. His hands opened it, confident, until the first page stared back at him, my evidence, neat and undeniable. His face drained, the smirk faltered. I watched him crumble in silence. He tried to speak, but I cut him off with a whisper. "Don't, she's watching." That silence was heavier than any scream. What followed was merciless, but necessary. The court heard every detail, his financial betrayals laid bare, his infidelity exposed with precision. He lost custody, half his wealth, and the woman he thought would stand beside him, she disappeared the second his pockets turned shallow. I didn't need to raise my voice. The truth did the work for me. Now, when my daughter looks at me, I see no fear, only safety, only trust. And him? He lives in the wreckage of his own choices. He sees me in every loss, every hollow space that used to be his comfort. I don't gloat. I don't need to, because revenge isn't about noise. It's about silence. It's about patience. It's about watching the person who betrayed you choke on the very lies they built their world upon. She whispered, "Mommy, it hurts." And I promised myself she'd never have to whisper that again. Now she doesn't. And him? He whispers nothing. I took his voice the day I let the truth speak louder than he ever could.